Hello there again. Thanks for watching. In this post, I'm continuing my discussion of our spiritual nature. If you remember, my last post stated this is not a religious or theological discussion, but one based on an immaterial nature that exists in us all. Even scientists have recognized that man often becomes aware of knowledge which is impossible to attain through human intelligence and reason. I believe our spiritual nature is directly connected to God, our higher consciousness, the Holy Spirit, or whatever it is you want to call it. This nature is immediately aware of all things and not dependent upon space and time. To use a 50-cent word to describe it, our spiritual nature is both transcendent and immanent. Its goal is to direct us towards our highest and best good in life, as well as our ultimate life's purpose. This nature is always with us and will never leave or forsake us. However, in order to receive its direction, we must acknowledge its presence and quiet the chatter taking place in our mind. We must also recognize that sometimes the route that it takes us to achieve our goals may be more difficult than expected and not what we had in mind. At such times, when we're going through unnecessary strife and tough times, it may be best for us to remember that these circumstances and how we respond to them will be beneficial to us and others later in our lifetime. Our spiritual nature will always counsel and comfort us as we go through these periods. For instance, I've been divorced 3 times. It's no secret. But I entered into each one of those marriages believing that it would last forever and that divorce was not an option. I remembered during one particularly tough breakup that I was on the verge of a nervous breakdown and turned to Spirit for help. It told me in an unmistakable manner that everything is going to be all right. It went on to explain further to me that it would take some time to sort things out, but don't worry because it would be right there with me every step of the way. You know, I've never forgotten that lesson. So you may now ask, Al, how is the fact that you've been divorced 3 times beneficial to yourself and others? First of all, I learned not to judge individuals by their circumstances or situations. Secondly, I learned that the concept of success and failure is just a value judgment. This judgment says nothing about the person being judged, but more about the person that is doing the judging. You see, success isn't always final and failure isn't always fatal. I've also been led to write 2 books, The 3 R's of Spiritual Growth and The Secrets to Real Success No One Ever Told You. Also, for the last 5 years, I've had the privilege of sharing this knowledge at least 2 or 3 times a month with the residents of a local homeless shelter who really look forward to me coming to talk to them. So you see, I'm thankful for the blessings of Spirit in my life and believe that all things happen for a reason. So until next time, here's hoping that you live today and every day passionately and with purpose. Thank you, and God bless.